All right, so Lady Ada, there's this stuff.
Okay.
We'll deliver a pile of plastic to people if they want it.
Yeah.
And,
so this is weird. So this is why I had to boil the water. So this is low temperature thermoplastic, and it looks like rice when you get it, but then if you put it in like really hot water, like you see in the bowl, and then you add hot water, it turns clear, and then it's hand moldable. So I'm going to try to do this demo. You want to try to go the overhead? We'll see if this works. So I'm going to put a bunch of beads in here. And yeah, this is how it comes, just like these beads of rice. Yeah, this is tough to go in there. Whew, it's hot. And then if you wait, let me give it a little bit of time. If you wait a few minutes, it starts clumping. Let's see if I can get it to come on. Maybe my water isn't hot enough. No, it's pretty hot. Oh, maybe it needs to be even hotter. Hold on, let me get some more boiling water. More boiling water. Sorry.
Well, luckily, no matter what, I've got these photos as you boil more water. So after you mold it.
Oh yeah, that was totally. Actually, added a little bit more water, and it's totally great now. Okay. Yeah.
So you can mold it and do different things, and we also have some other photos.
Okay. Can you go to the overhead again?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. All right. So now light demo. Okay. So now I don't know if you can tell, but they've turned clear. So when you get the water hot enough, the white rice particles turn clear and they clump together. And then what you can do is you kind of like mix it around a little bit and get it nice and warmed, get all the particles warmed up, and then it just becomes it molds into like there you go. It molds into just like plastic basically. And you can do whatever you want with it. You can like make it any shape and size you want. You can like turn it into a ball or whatever. And then it slowly turns more translucent white than clear. And you can always like put it back in the hot water to like reheat it.
Yeah.
But you can mold it however you want. And then when you're done, it's basically set in plastic. Like it becomes a hard plastic. So we'll check in a little bit later.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
And you have one example here, like you can make knob.
Yeah, like that's a good demo. Like basically that's what it looks like when it's done. It turns into this white color, and it's firm. It feels like the same plastic that like milk jugs are made out of, like a stiff, a little bit pliable but not like flexible plastic. And you can like mess around with this for quite a few minutes as long as it stays above that temperature. It's like 60 degrees C or something. It's pliable, and then later on it hardens. But then you can always melt it again.
Would you microwave this or anything?
You have to have it in water, so you would have it in water and then microwave the water. I don't believe it. If you microwaved it, anything would happen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll check in on it later.
Okay.
All right, moving right along.
Yes.
We've got some more LEDs, and I have a video if you want, and you also have a live demo.
Yeah. Can you show the video?
Yeah, I'm going to show the video because it's like 21 seconds long. So here it is.
It's far away.
They're glowing.
Thank you. I'm trying to get that extremely hot water out of the way. These are NeoPixel starter kits. So for people who want to get started with NeoPixels, but like you don't want to get all the individual parts, we have these packs that are pretty much ready to go, and you get a 1 meter of NeoPixel, you get the power supply, you get little plug adapter, you get the cable adapter, and you basically everything you need. You just need like an Arduino or something similar. You don't even have to have solder. You can like jam some wires into the connector, and you're glowing using our NeoPixel library or any other WS2812 library. So it's a little handy pack, and you save a little bit of money.
Okay. Next up. It's a sofa. We're now selling sofas.
It looks like a sofa, but it's actually a teeny breadboard.
Oh, okay. You know, the scale next to the quarter really helps, because I thought we were getting involved in furniture.
It's like very modern furniture. Yeah, I can show you some on the overhead, or I can, or not. But
this is the new IKEA couch.
It's a very small breadboard, and some people find these handy for making little projects or kits. It's just a 4x4. There's 4 rows and 4 columns of holes, and like it's good for like if you have like a little kit and you just want to have like an LED or a little sensor, and you want to have a little bit of flexibility, but you don't need like a gigantic breadboard like this, which is just like huge. It's just a little mini breadboard, and it's like like $1 or something.
Okay.
He has little pegs. You can cut these pegs off, but if you want, you can use them. It might also be good on like a perf board. Like you can solder this onto a perf board to add a solderless breadboard area.
Okay, next up. Some type of connector.
This is an FPC extension cable. You can kind of see it. Basically, if you have a 50-pin flex connector that you want to make longer, like from our TFT displays, this will basically take every pin and just extend it like 20 centimeters. Very handy if you want, like one of our displays. Displays tend to use 40 or 50-pin cable connectors. We have a 40-pin extender, now we have 50-pin, so you can extend.
Extend and embrace.
Go forth and extend.
Okay, next up.
Handy accessory. XBee connectors. Well, they're actually just 2mm 10-pin socket headers. You can plug something in, but they're tending to be used for XBees and XBee-like things. We now, this is an update, we now have them in packs of 2, same price, but you get 2 of them since you probably need 2 anyways, so go forth and connect your XBees to things.
Okay.
Ooh, now
we have some Spikenzielabs glowy stuff.
Yeah, so one second, let me hook up this demo too. Okay.
You want to do it at the overhead?
Yeah, this one is a good overhead.
We'll do it live.
Yeah. One second.
Joke never gets tired.
That joke never gets tired. Okay, so let me zoom this out. So this kit, you get a NeoPixel strip, and it's a kit, you have to put it together. Hold on. Let me extend this cable a little bit. Okay. And you also get this kit here, which you put together. It comes with a circuit board and some parts. And there's, you can even see there's 3 IR LED sensors. And if you don't have anything blocking the sensors, the LED strip kind of does nothing. But when you put your hand over them, they glow and react. And depending on which hands you cover with, which sensors you cover with which hand, you get a different effect. So it's basically a way to add interactive lights without having to do any programming. It's pretty much just ready to go as is. You can program it if you like, but it's just fun, it's neat, it comes with the LEDs. It's a good party trick. I don't know.
Okay, very cool. Good project to get started with this stuff.
Yeah, you get the red, blue, and green, and you can mix them together.
Okay, here's some photos.
Very beautiful.
Pink. And that's what it comes with.
Yeah, it's a kit. So you put it together, you learn how to solder.
Okay, so I'm going to set up the next one.
Okay.
So every single year for the last 5 years, I would email the FLUKE distributor sales email address and say, hey, we're Adafruit, we're this little company in New York, and we would love to sell FLUKE. Lady Ada loves FLUKE. We think they're the best in the world.
Got the FLUKE yellow.
Everyone thinks they're the best. And every year, nothing. So what I would do is each year I would hit reply on that email, and I'd say, well, the company's grown, here's more about us. Here's more about Lady Ada and what she's been up to. And then each year, every single year I've been doing it.
You send them like YouTube videos?
Yeah. So for 5 years we did that. So it was just 5 years of email. And finally, one of the newer people there saw our tweet or our email, and they said, hey, we're interested. So FLUKE is kind of the best of the best.
This is it. And this is genuine too. Yeah, this is not like a gray market. This is like the real deal.
So we're really happy because people say basically FLUKE or else. So nothing except FLUKE. That's and some for the professionals, they have to use something like this.
Yeah, this is actually like Cat 3, Cat 4 certified. Yeah. Like for people who are doing actual electrician's work, like anything over 24 volts. You probably want something that's like certified and safe. So
we are pleased to
this is good up to 1,000 volts.
We now stock FLUKE.
Yeah, 1,000 volts of FLUKE. And it comes with accessories. It's got this current meter clamp, so you can like measure the current draw of like a house, electrical house thing.
Now
your fuse box.
It's not just multimeters, but there's also, in addition to FLUKE, there's other companies that are in the FLUKE family.
Yeah, Pomona and Amprobe. So this is actually my favorite multimeter. So not only do we have like the classic FLUKE 87.5, which is like the true RMS multimeter. This is like the best multimeter. We also have this really great pocket multimeter, and this is actually this is the multimeter I use on a day-to-day basis. I used to use like a 9-volt one, but actually I like this. It's small. It works really well. It's just like solid, has auto off. It doesn't do current measurements, but it does do like pretty much everything else, like capacitance and resistance and voltage and AC, and you can change modes and diode check and stuff. So I really love this meter. We also have another pocket multimeter that comes with a case, but this one is, I really like it. It's just a really good pocket multimeter.
Okay.
Very fast too, because you can get auto ranging, but you have to pay if you want fast auto ranging. So the FLUKE and Amprobe family are very fast.
As fast as a little bit in overdrive mode here.
What I'm working. Look, this is a FLUKE. What do you want me to?
Yeah.
You gotta give it its due.
There's some other things that we got.
Cables that go with these or other benchtop tools. These are from Pomona. They're really, really high quality cables and connectors, like really like the best. If you've ever tried to get good test probes, Pomona is usually the brand you go with. Pomona is a family brand with FLUKE. So we now carry these very classically used stacking banana to mini grabber jacks, which are just like lovely cables, and we got them in red and black and 12, 24, and 36 inches. So we'll carry more. If you have a request, they have thousands of cables. So if you have a request for a cable that you want, just email us and we'll try to get it, because we can't even tell which cables.
Okay, next up, these are just different sizes of the same thing. So these are very good cable holders. Cable hangers.
Yeah. I use these. These are great, also from Pomona. They're made out of bent steel, and they're plated or what's it called? Airbrushed, whatever. They're really high quality, and we have them in different sizes. We have like this thin one that's good for little. It can hold a lot of thin cables, and we have like the medium, which is this one. Okay. Can you click on that really fast? For thicker cables, like USB cables, and then we have the really big one, which is like for HDMI cables and VGA cables. So pick and choose which ones. They have the gauge measurements, but I have these at my desk. I use them for hanging my cables. It's a really great way to get those cables off your desk.
Okay. Next up, we've got a nice LED. And I have a video.
Yeah, why don't you show the video while I get my demo set up.
Okay.
It's so glowy. Ooh, the glow. Okay, if you want to go to the... actually, don't go to the overhead. We can just go to the front because it's so bright. So this is the... hold on. Extend my power cable. This is the LED, which is just incredibly bright, so you can't even see it. This is, I think, the 3-watt LED. So we have RGB LEDs in 3-watt and up to 9-watt. The 9-watt one is actually a 3-watt LED that you can like over voltage if you want, or over current and over voltage if you want. You can get up to 9 watts, which is insane. 3 watts is already pretty insane. You do need to have a special driver for this, of course. You can't just drive it from an Arduino pin or something. I have some FETs here and some really big choke resistors. So that's one way to do it. You can also use a buck converter or a boost converter, whatever, to create the high currents. But these draw 300 milliamps per LED. So 300 red, 300 green, 300 blue, and then the 9-watt is 700 milliamps per LED. So 2.1 amps total. So it's a lot. So this is when you need a very, very, very bright LED.
Okay, next up.
It's really bright. It's a new Pomona case. This is a Flotilla case. This is it's like the Coupé. It's the Flotilla Coupé. So it's a slimline case. You can fit hats on top of it. It has these nice little markings on the side. We love these cases. We already carried this case in their like rainbow shade or whatever, but now they have it in this sort of sea foam teal color, and it looks lovely, and it goes with their Flotilla brand.
Okay, next up. Cops are here to get us.
No, it's time for the Raspberry Pi case.
Yeah,
so the Raspberry Pi Foundation also has a case. I actually should show this on the overhead because it's a little unusual. It comes in multiple pieces that snap together, and yeah, so the top comes off, and like these pieces come off. Everything comes off if you like, but it's a nice little Pi case, and it comes with these pieces, and you can slot this on, and this snaps in, and then you can fit a hat in here. You can't fit like a full PiTFT in here because there's this topper, but you can fit a hat inside, any kind of hat that you want, including our GPS hat or our motor hat or our servo hat, or even our TFT hat where you can see through, but only the hat version because that's to be visible within the screen. And if you don't want that, you can also put this topper on for a full look. So it's kind of like a nice rounded top. It's a nice case. It's from the Pi Foundation, so it benefits them. It has the Pi logo on it. It comes apart into pieces. I don't know, we have a lot of options for cases, and now we have the official Pi case as well.
Okay, speaking of Pi stuff. Big new product.
Ooh. This is the PiTFT 3.2 inch. So we have a 2.2 inch hat, a 2.4 inch hat, the classic 2.8. Now we have the 3.2. The 3.2 inch one is 240 by 320, so it has the same resolution as the PiTFT 2.8. It's just bigger, so all the pixels are just bigger. It isn't high resolution. There's bigger pixels, bigger screen. For some people, they might just want a bigger screen. So the nice thing about this is it's completely software, hardware, and otherwise compatible with the PiTFT. It is plug-in compatible. The Pi doesn't know the difference between this and the PiTFT 2.8 inch Classic, but it's just, you know, the bigger screen has these mounting tabs on the side. You can use it in text mode like I am here, and I'm going to log in to get my password right. So it works great in text mode, but you can also use it in graphics mode with like X11, or you can also use like a Pi game if you want to do graphics with like Raspberry Pi and Python. It has a touch screen, so you can poke at stuff and like, you know, like I don't have internet here, but like I could, you know, launch apps and stuff. So you can do like gesture stuff and drawing stuff, and it you know, just has a touch screen attached. I don't know, it's a larger PiTFT. I hope you like it.
Good work. Well, it's one of our more popular products, so.
It is.
People will like it.
Yeah, it's still a resistive screen. We're trying to get a capacitive screen.
Okay, second to last, we're around the corner here.
Okay.
It's like a sheet of NeoPixels.
This is, in fact, a sheet of NeoPixels.
I've got a video.
Okay, thank you.
Bendy, 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 bendy. I'm just gonna. That's it. That's it for the show, folks. We're just gonna bend it.
You're just gonna watch this forever?
Yeah.
This is very relaxing.
Okay, so.
So I can hold this up.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a flexible. What? It's not pointing at you.
No, it's pointing off, bouncing off the screen directly.
Sorry. How about this?
No, it's fine. I'm just not gonna look at it. Just
okay. Geez, sorry. I was like, ruin your life.
It's fine.
This is here. I'll point it at me. So this is a flex.
Point it there. Just it caught me by surprise how bright it was.
Nah, it's very bright, and it's not even high brightness. It's on a thick flexi sheet. We have an 8x32 matrix as well. This is a 16 by 16. It's the same number of pixels, but it's just like in a square. It's fun because it's flexible. However, I will make a note for this. Even though it's flexible, these flex fuses are not meant for repeated flexing. It's like actually not what they're designed for. Like you can't just bend them and bend them and bend them. They will eventually crack, and the LED will pop off. The solder joint will crack off. So while it is flexible and you can bend it, you should bend it and then keep it in that one position. Like don't bend it a lot. Or if you do bend and flex it a lot, just be aware that you might have to repair it. Like it might crack and flex. So it's one of those things where this is for advanced users only. Like you can't just like twist it into like a ball and then like put it on your drone.
Let me translate.
Can you translate?
Yeah, don't buy these and bend them a bunch and say, "Oh, I want a refund," because that's not like we even say like, "Don't do that."
Yeah, we can't do that because these are quite delicate. They're cool and beautiful, but the trade-off is
don't do that.
Be careful with them.
Okay, all right.
We haven't had any problems so far.
We haven't because we've been very clear.
We're very clear with expectations.
Okay.
Okay.
Tonight, the star besides you is a new Metro Mini. Bum, bum, bum. We released this a couple weeks ago, but now we can finally talk about what in the world is the Metro Mini.
The Metro Mini is all the joy of a Metro, but smaller.
Like the big Metro. There's big Metro.
And Metro Mini.
Metro Mini.
So I wanted something that was a little Arduino compatible, that had all the pins broken out for me, and had these mounting holes and a micro USB connection, had an FTDI chip on top of it, and had all the pins out, and the pins are on the same order as they are on like the Metro, and you can change the logic voltage from 5 volt to 3 volt. You're overclocking it, but whatever, it works fine. And thus was born the Metro Mini. So the Metro Mini is part of this family. So on the right, there's the Trinket, which is our lovely miniature ATtiny 85 based board. You can also use the Arduino ID, but it's like very limited. It's a very small chip, but it's very, very small. And low power and low cost. And then to the left of that, like right below me, is the Pro Trinket. And the Pro Trinket is, you know, an Atmega 328, same chip that's used in the Arduino Uno, and it uses a USB bootloader. So you don't get a serial port, but you can upload code to it over USB, and it's really low cost because you don't have that extra serial chip. So that's like really nice. Also, you can do USB keyboard or mouse. Like you can act like a mouse or keyboard because it has a direct USB connection. The Metro Mini, on the other hand, is basically more just like the big Metro, as you see here, but just like it's literally just squished down and smaller. There's no DC jack, but there is a USB connector. There's LEDs on it. It has a reset button. It has an FTDI chip. It has the OptiBoot bootloader. So if you're using the Arduino IDE, you can upload it that way. You can open up with a serial console. And this is actually my go-to breadboard friendly board now. So you can actually see on the overhead, I'll show it off. I'm using it to drive this gigantic, like, super bright thing. Oh, can you zoom in at all? Is that possible?
Yeah, I can try.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I zoomed in all the way here. Okay, so yeah, so here is my Metro Mini, so I'll unplug it. But we have a micro USB jack, and this is an FTDI chip. We have some LED indicators. So, for example, you know, LED lights up when you press the reset button. And then there's an Atmega 328 chip with a crystal, and then we have all the pins brought out, like 0 through 13 here, analog pins, VIN, ground, has a regulator, has like voltage input protection. It's just like an all-around, like, really useful thing for me, and so I designed it and I put it in the store, and people like them too. It's a very small, slim board. If you need a USB serial connection, this is a good choice. If you don't, check out the Pro Trinket instead.
Okay. Lita, you did it.
I did them all.
You did it all. That was new products, everyone. Whew.